Make the mundane magical with starlight witch. What's up, witches? It's Starlight out at night, and today's video, I'm in a very weird mood. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great fun. Today's video, as you can probably tell by the title, because you can read, I believe in you. Blood magic. Tis the thing. Tis the thing indeed. But there are some things you might need to know about it before you even begin to attempt of dreaming of trying this, because it is very powerful and can go horribly wrong if you get it wrong. So, trusty book of shadows. Trusty book of shadows. Got all the informative things here, and yeah, let's jump right in. So, use of blood magic is a powerful tool indeed. Despite the dramatic effects you see in media, most witches rarely use blood magic, and only if it's really needed for rare and specific purposes. It's not something to do on a whim, but with proper safety precautions, it can add a huge boost to your spell work. Blood magic does not have to be gory or messy, and it's not illegal. In most forms of witchcraft, blood magic is seen as a very powerful experience and is not to be taken lightly. Hint, do not take this lightly. It's an intense thing, and yeah, can go wrong. If you decide to practice blood magic, do so safely and with proper precautions, which I will give you in this video. So keep watching if you want to do blood magic safely. Blood magic isn't only associated with death, but also life. This is mostly how I see it. It's a symbol of both pain and love. Taking blood can destroy life, but giving it can save one. Blood is one of the ultimate paradoxes, and it doesn't have to be scary or malevolent. Or its use doesn't have to be scary or malevolent. Blood magic doesn't necessarily mean animal sacrifices. The most powerful form of blood magic to use is menstruation blood, for any of us that bleed. Naturally, monthly. Literally the blood of giving life as it comes from the uterus, which is where life is created. Cultures around the world have used blood, urine and semen in magical practices for ages. It is the act of adding a few drops of one's own blood to spell work to create a strong bond with it. Not recommended for beginners, as there are plenty of other ways to bond with a spell. Check my tag locks video, which will be linked in their little eye bubble thing. So before you progress onto blood, do other tag locks if you're going to do any. But to be honest, you shouldn't need them. Spell work can be just as powerful without them, but if you're struggling to connect and you know exactly what you're doing and you're experienced, then yes, tag locks and blood magic can be a very, very powerful enhancer. If you're going to include blood magic as part of your spell work, it is crucial to do so safely. Keep in mind that a little bit goes a long way, so don't ever use more than a few drops. So, yeah, this is like, it's intense stuff. So, I mean, like, the blood on here, I used a little bit of blood magic to protect my journal. Literally, I picked a spot on my face by accident and it started bleeding, so I just went like that. Just a drop, basically. So you don't need much. It's very, very powerful stuff. It is literally the life force of a human being. So if it has that kind of energy to keep you alive, then and keep your entire body running properly, then it's going to be very, very, very powerful in magic. If drawing blood that isn't naturally shed from your body, aka like menstrual blood, or if you've picked a spot, for example, thoroughly sanitize the area before and after drawing the blood, and put a plaster straight on. Use a sterilized needle. So if you're going to like prick your finger or something like that. Although I don't understand why people always go for like the palm or like the fingers or anything, because hands have like highly sensitive nerve systems. So if you're going to do something like that, then I don't know, like pick your lip, something like that. If you've got dry lips, just like crack lip. There you go. It's all weird. But if you are going to be using like pricking yourself and something like that, use a sterilized needle. Like double sterilize it just in case. Sterilize your skin before and after, and put a plaster straight on so they don't get any infections, because they can be nasty. nasty, gross stuff. In some cultures, it is believed that allowing someone to consume your blood also gives you control over the person, or gives them power over you. Regardless, do not do this. Consumption of blood is toxic and dangerous. In addition, never take it from anyone without consent. So, whenever you see all those like witchcraft movies, like The Craft and like Charmed and things like that, where they'll like put a little bit of blood into a drink or something like that, and everyone drinks it, like, don't do that. There is actually like toxins and stuff in blood that is not meant to be ingested. It can actually cause you toxic shock. Or there was a different word for it. It wasn't toxic shock, but it was like, it can cause blood toxicity basically if you consume it, because it's not meant to be in your lungs. It's not meant to be in your stomach. It's not meant to be in those places, because it's meant to be outside those places. Can you imagine if that was the end of the video? And if you're doing this with someone, so if like you're using blood as a tadlock for a spell for someone else and they've given you their consent, then more power to you, like, well done. But if you're going to be doing this, don't kind of take anyone else's blood without, so if there's like blood on a tissue or something, or like had a nosebleed, don't just pick that tissue out of the trash and use that, because it's without their consent. And yeah, like I said, very, very potent stuff, can go horribly wrong if you fuck up. So just precautions, please, guys. There are many ways in which you can use blood in magic, and none of it has to be harmful. For example, protection magic, healing spells, fertility magic, like all the light kind of stuff. It's the same with poppets and stuff, really. But we're talking about blood magic. Poppets is a whole other video. Incorporate it into your regular magical practice or workings. Some women opt to do this to use menstrual blood as opposed to drawing it unnaturally. If you do this, use a menstrual cup to collect what you need for a spell, and probably best to do the spell while you're on so you don't have to save the blood. Candle magic. Add a few drops of your blood to the candle, pre-mixed with a base oil. Light the candle and let it burn all the way down. As the wax burns along with the oils, herbs and your blood, you'll build a powerful protective energy. Talismans, amulets and charm bags. Anoint a talisman or amulet with a drop or two of blood, and once it's dried, keep it in your pocket or on a cord around your necklace, or like cord around your neck. If you're creating a healing spell bag, once you've filled it with herbs, stones and other items, add a few drops of your own blood and then seal it shut. Petitions, which is like kind of what I did with that. In some magical traditions, petitions or requests are written on paper and sent to the spirits or the gods. Once a request is written down, sign it by placing a dot of your blood with your fingertip on the paper. The petition can then be rolled up and placed under a candle, or sent out into the universe in the normal manner of your belief system. So the way that I usually do petitions is to write something down and then just burn it, because I like to watch things burn. A little bit cool like that. Yeah, I like fire magic, which is petitions. But if you want to strengthen and enhance a petition, or like get it done immediately, you'll be like, send out a huge SOS system to the universe and be like, I need this done now. Then and you are practiced and have used it safely, then getting a little bit of blood would be like the best way to do that. So just like a little bit of blood from your finger, or like whatever, like from your face if you've got acne and like picked something, or like cracked lips or menstrual blood or anything like that. Then just like put a dab, like finger dab onto a page, and that's like a signature, because that's like literally your life force is on that page now. Divination tools. Some people anoint their divination tools, like runes, tarot cards, athames, wands, etc., with their blood to build a more powerful link between themselves and the tools. You don't have to do this, but if you do, make sure you're only using a drop or two. So again, just like touch, anoint. So like with that, just touch my face and went like that, and that's it. That's all you need. All you need. Don't need a huge amount. Don't need to like hurt yourself. Please don't hurt yourself. Please. Don't want to be responsible for that. So yeah, that's all of the information that I've written down. Have I practiced blood magic? As you have seen, I have. I've dabbled in it. I don't ever use it unless I feel like I absolutely need to. It is a last resort kind of thing. Kind of like hexes and curses and things like that. In my practice, that's what it's like. But yes, it is a very, very, very powerful thing, and if I ever do use it, then I only use it with real need. So if I'm like petitioning for something that I'm in desperate need of, then I might just sign it with a little bit of blood. But yeah, generally for like everyday kind of spell work, no. Like even in rituals, no, because it is a hugely powerful thing, and if you go even mildly wrong, you can hugely fuck up because you put such a powerful intention behind it. So as to like actually put your own life force into that thing. So yes, I've used it. Yes, I have experience. No, I'm not doing so irresponsibly, and you shouldn't be either. So having said that, it is a very, very great enhancer for your magic, if you know what you're doing and if you do it right, and it can be just a hugely powerful tool. So if you want to do that, would recommend. If not, then obviously don't. Just ignore everything I've just said and just be like, nah, bye. So yeah, blood magic. It's a thing. Gotta be careful when you're doing it, and got to just make sure you're doing it right, because it can go wrong if not. But yeah, I think that wraps up this video. Be unapologetically you, no shame, don't hurt yourself, and if you're gonna do blood magic, do it right and do it safely. So with that said, I will see you in the next video.